people need to hear it because I think people do suicidal stuff over love. And this is not coming from a place of either of us being heartbroken. We like to, if someone dies, that's probably less savage than heartbreak. That's literally what you have to do. You have to man up, put your shoulders back and say, you know what? Because even though this feels like the worst pain in the world, there was way worse pain. People are actually dying. So listen to this if you're heartbroken.
Where are we, brother?
We're talking about
dark psychology, right?
Yeah, men often, because of ego, put on a brave face, and we're talking about heartbreak for men. Yeah, how would you describe it?
Equilibrium between men who get heartbreak. We go to the gym, we work out, we try better ourselves for the sole purpose of getting the heartbreak back. I don't know.
Yeah, but we were just saying, right? So you could get other girls or whatever, or other wives or whatever. You could get another wife who's equal or better than the girl you're with, but because of attachment, if you were speaking to the other girl, you'd be like, yeah, but she's not my girl. And you still feel that pain. And we're saying, people put on a brave face, and we're saying, it does take months to get over that stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And we're saying that as dark as it is, and this is some wet push stuff, we were saying that people need to hear it because I think people do suicidal stuff over love. And we were just talking about it because it's mad, is that
it's the number one reason why we think men commit suicide, right?
Yeah.
So that's the times we've seen it or someone we've heard of.
But they say all this men's mental health stuff, they should be talking and taking tablets. They should be talking about this, not taking tablets. And if everyone realises that the pain was the same for everyone, I think no one would ever do it. And this is not coming from a place of either of us being heartbroken. It's coming from a place of we like to, we quite look back and say, objectively honest about how things are and the realities of stuff. And we're it's dark, if someone dies, that's probably less savage than heartbreak. But that sounds cold as hell to say because that's so arrogant to anyone who died, because of course I would take 1,000,000 heartbreaks to bring back one special person who died. But I'm just saying the pain, the objective actual feeling of pain, no disrespect to people I know have died. A heartbreak is on the level, it might be worse, but I feel bad saying it might be worse because we're just saying that, and if it might be worse, because you don't see many people killing themselves, not often, unless it's really tragic after someone dies. But after heartbreak, it's all the time. So then you think, but if people talked about it, maybe people wouldn't kill themselves as much, because they'd be look, this is just a few months of this, and that'll be alright.
But it's a thing of, you could talk about it, you could tell someone,
yeah,
and they're not going to believe it. It's easy to tell someone, don't want to be better, but they don't believe it themselves.
No, and it's hard.
And you can't even force it in someone's head. You can't. It's hard. You just have to have that, inner, at the bottom of your mind, things always get better. Be optimistic, even if you can't believe it yourself. You have to write it out.
It's a bit like business, bro. Through life experiences, you see ups and downs, innit? Crypto's going to come back, whatever. You see ups and downs. You've dealt with a couple of heartbreaks. You know you'll always be okay. But the person who deals with this first, they literally want to end it all. I know now, if I'm going for a heartbreak now, month one, I feel this isn't going to go away. But I know from the past it will go away, so it will go away. But people who don't have that experience...
Look at that.
Whoa, Rolls Royce and Forged Carbon.
I think that's Mansour, was that a man? Oh, I can't even see it, that's mad though. Yeah. We're in Monaco, anyway, by the Grand Prix hairpin. In crypto and stock markets, we know there's cycles, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happens is when it's real bad and real low, which is supposed to happen, we know it comes in cycles. You get the bull market, you get the bear market.
Yeah.
And when you've got the bear market for so long, you lose belief in the bull run's going to come back. And you say, this time's different, the dollar's degrading, gold is going up.
Yeah, it's the
but
same.
it always repeats itself. And when it comes back, you're this is going to go on forever. The emotional seesaw.
It's always the same.
It's always the same. It's never this time is different. That doesn't run. It's the same every single time.
And
cycles repeat itself.
And that's what you need to remember. And that's where the discipline comes in. Because your emotions always wants to tell you this time is different. But your discipline is saying, no, I will in a couple of months be saying, you know what, there's more to life. And this new girl I'm speaking to is better. But at the time, you can't get that through your head.
Whatever is actually going on in the real world gets amplified and personified by your emotions. So if it's a really good time, this is the best time ever, this is going to go on forever. When it's down, it's never going to come back, it's crap, you're saving your business, whatever.
Yeah, every single time. And that's what I've realised, every single time I've been heartbroken. And you get heartbroken a lot, even times when you're the one leaving the girl, you don't want to leave them, so but it's still sad. But I realised that every time in the first like month or two, you have these like psyops, and you have to break the psyops. Same as business, like life and emotions, is all these like collective psyops, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the important thing, and the reason we want to say it here, is because we were saying, like, we were speaking, like, isn't heartbreak one of the worst pains? And we both agreed on that. And then we thought, like, people kill themselves over that. And
That's
if
the only
everyone
time
knew,
we know people kill themselves, pretty much heartbreak, right?
but men are too macho to admit, like, yo, bro, you want to just cry and say, like, oh, where's my baby? She's gone. But, like, that's just life, and you got to man up. And that's what they say. You say you can't man up. You have to man up. That's literally what you have to do. You have to man up,
force yourself.
put your shoulders back, and say, you know what? Even though this feels like the worst pain in the world, there was way worse pain. People are actually dying. And this is just a girl who, she doesn't want me, so cool, I don't want her, or whatever the situation is. Or she doesn't want me on the terms that I want her, she wants to be disrespectful, or she wants to do this, she wants to do that.
Yeah, and the mad part is, if you really want them back, the only hope of you getting them back is by manning up and leveling up, like constantly leveling up. No matter what happens, you keep leveling up, because there's a high chance that a person won't level up, and then you'll come to a point where you're like up here and they're down there, and you might feel you still want that person, but by the time you're up here, you're like, I don't want that no more.
Yeah.
I get way better now, you know?
Imagine this, once you've leveled up, you can't stomach going back to that person. So like, that's really what you need to do. And like every single person who's like in the past, for me, like well in the past, I look back and I think there's no way. I look back at my past and I say I'm glad there's a reason we're not together, because it wasn't meant to be. We're not right for each other. It's no disrespect to them. It's just, but look, that's what will happen. You need to put whatever feelings you have now
You're
down.
going this way and they're going that way anyway.
Yeah.
So it's done its thing.
It's done its thing. So listen to this if you're heartbroken, guys.
And yeah, like I said, it's also important to be busy, because like right now, like it's the same for all emotions. Like right now, crypto was soaring like crazy and it's gone flat. It's been flat for like 2-3 months. And people are like selling, exiting, I'm never doing crypto again. I'm like, oh, it's over, I've lost all my money. But like, it's gonna come back and you have to stay busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're over here right now. This is good to take your mind off it all.
GT4 RS going on here.
Like Monaco is crazy. Like if you like cars and just like just proper sick little place, cut off from everything else. Like we drove here anyway. Show them the cars. Loads of McLarens. It's crazy. It's just a mad place. To be sick watching the Grand Prix from here as well. This is a hairpin room. And there's a place where James Bond, and there's casinos filmed there as well, right?
Yeah.
Casino, and that James Bond one in the casino is filmed there. But yeah, sick place.
Guys, subscribe to the channel, and if we helped you out with any of this mindset stuff, make sure you check out the other podcasts.